Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events. Not anything huge, but there are some stuff that we need to talk about and with the chance for rainfall, especially going into a holiday weekend. And I know there's graduations going on this week and next weekend. You got Memorial Day plans. You got Riverfest. A lot of things happening. And so Mother Nature is what everybody's asking about, what she's going to produce. And if you are traveling to the Gulf Coast, especially Alabama and Florida, along the western side of Florida, the Gulf Coast of Florida, this is something you need to pay attention to. I'm not expecting a hurricane or anything like that, but rains. We're going to get to that in just a little bit, but first I want to show you, this is actually through the 22nd through today. And some places have been just getting a tremendous amount of rainfall, and some places have not. One of which has been Little Rock. And we look at the monthly rainfall, January, February, March, April, May, more than 50% of the rain so far this year in 1 month, and it was in a short period of time there in February, more than 14 inches of rain. It was record-breaking. So far this month in Little Rock, still less than 1 inch, and I know some of you have seen more. Now, this map is it is extremely tough to discern the lines out of this, but this is a state map of Arkansas. Right here is Little Rock. I don't think you can see my cursor at all. But Little Rock right there in the middle. But what it's showing you is that there's been about 2, 3, 4 inches of rain, some isolated higher amounts in eastern and northern Arkansas, lesser amounts across southwestern Arkansas. So, in fact, that area that has been seeing the rainfall is going to be favored for some tropical rains, possibly. And use that word possibly. We already have the National Hurricane Center, and I'm not sold at all on this developing into a named storm. It is within the realm of possibilities because you got something going to the Gulf, but they're calling for a 40% chance for development there. You can see heading into the northern Gulf. Now, remember, when these systems come up towards the north, for Arkansas to have an impact, the center needs to come near or just to the west of Arkansas. If they go east of Arkansas, it lessens the impact. So it's going to be around that center and to the east that experiences any impact. Now, again, I don't expect this. I think the big story with this is going to be rain out of this, flooding rainfall, very heavy rainfall, and its slow movement. As far as amounting to anything a named storm, that's debatable. But I just want to make sure everybody knows that the big story out of this was most likely going to be the rainfall that it produces. Now, EuroWX.com, great resource for the European computer model. You see the United States. This is Arkansas, and I'm starting this on Thursday. And down here towards the bottom of the screen, you can start to see the area of low pressure. All of this here, it looks like you're getting an easterly wind flow here at the surface. But this is showing the best chance for those scattered to isolated showers and thunderstorms will be across southern and western Arkansas. Now, this is showing you precipitation over the previous 6 hours. And so you can't look at this and say, well, everybody here is going to get this much amount of rain into a quarter of it. No, but what this is showing you basically is where the model is seeing the chance for some rainfall and thunderstorms. And it's mainly confined to the southern part of the state. And it's during the heating of the day. So this is from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Thursday. And then watch what happens. I'm sorry, it's loading the graphics. During the overnight, it all just kind of goes away, right? So it's what we call diurnally driven. It is driven by the heat of the day. And then the area of low pressure in the Gulf. This is at 1 a.m. on Friday. You see the area of low pressure. Now look at the rains, the amount of precipitation. It's the heaviest on the east side. So let's fast forward. I'm sorry, these maps are loading. Let's go to Friday. And again, during the afternoon, early evening, it's that southern area of the state. There's the low coming up out of the Gulf. It does not look strong, but it's going to bring tropical rain. And it's taking aim on the Florida Panhandle and, all along the Gulf Coast. But it's on that west side of Florida. It looks like there could be rain. And with these features, they don't even have to be named storms to produce some severe weather in the southeastern United States. I've seen these landfalling. You'll see water spouts and maybe some tornadoes out of that too in the southeastern United States. They don't have to be named storms. Let's just jump ahead. Let's go to, this is a Saturday. Now, again, this is according to the European. The last time I checked the GFS, it's a little bit further east with this feature, but it has it coming up as a weak low close to Biloxi, Mississippi. And look at all that heavy rainfall on the east side of that track. And you see some of that could get thrown into eastern Arkansas according to this model. This is Saturday. So you see on the back side of that some rain coming in across the eastern half of the state. This is the type of stuff that would pinwheel around where the rain would actually move from the east to the west in that general direction. And you get some heavy rains along the east side of that low. Let's just jump ahead. Sorry, it's loading the maps here. So it's got the low coming up through southern Mississippi, and just the southeastern United States is getting copious amounts of rain, going back to my Latin classes. But anyway, plenty of rainfall out of this. And that again is going to be the big story out of that. But this is Sunday. So it looks like, according to the European, and it being Tuesday, this is, of course, subject to change. The further west you are, the drier. Further east you go, the wetter. So it just depends on the track and what this thing wants to do and how much it develops. So by Monday morning, it's got the low coming up into Mississippi and it's eastern Arkansas. That has some tropical moisture. And then this is on Memorial Day. And there's the low. It's got it right on the Arkansas-Mississippi border. This is further west than, this is the operational European. It's further west than some of the other guidance that I've seen. But, you know, it's bringing rain. So at this point, you know, I would not, let me just forward to Tuesday. Let's see what it's doing with it. Kind of washes out the low, but the tropical moisture remains. The low is not all that discernible. It's there, but it's in a weaker phase. So at this point, here's what I would tell you. Don't cancel your plans. Keep an eye on the weather. Know that there's a system we're watching. The main threat with that would be some locally heavy rainfall. And if you are going to the Florida coast or the Alabama or somewhere around there, I'm not going to tell you what to do. A lot of people say, should I do this? Should I do that? Well, I don't do that. If you send me a message, you notice I won't respond because people always ask me, should I travel from da-da-da? Those are decisions. That's way beyond my pay scale. Not that I don't want to help you. It's just I can't make those decisions for you. All I can do is tell you what the weather's going to be like. And I think that there's going to be some heavy rainfall along the Gulf Coast. I don't think it's going to be perfect beach weather. That's the way it looks now. Keep checking back. I hope it changes. You know, it's the world of weather. And we're talking about something that's several days down the road. And it could always change. And that's why we're going to stay on top of it. Thank you so much for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. And there's going to be something new coming down the road here. And I'm excited. I've been working on this now for a long time. But can't wait. And thank you again for making the Arkansas Weather Blog what it is. Have a great one, everybody.